Hey everyone, I usually don't make these videos with my phone, and I usually don't have them coming straight out of the amp, but I don't really have much time to make y'all a video because I'm shipping this straight out. It's not going to be actually listed for sales for somebody, but so what is this? This is a Digitech hothead pedal, arguably one of the least popular distortion pedals out there. It's not really that good. It's very nasally, I guess is a way to say it. And likes to really, it's kind of just, I don't know. The highs are too much for this. But anyways, I modded it. So the thing about this pedal is, without adding components and stuff, just basically based on what's inside, there wasn't really much I could do. So that's just my feedback. So, but I did find one little mod I did. It's a simple mod. It's just basically one wire, and also, well, I connected two parts together, and then a wire connecting another part to another part. Basically, simple as that. But what this has done is totally changed the sound character of this. So now you have a hothead that's never going to sound like the rest, but we call it the pothead because just it was too easy of a name to give it, because from hothead to pothead, just easy. But anyways, what does this do? So let me turn it down for a second. We have our S, our BO, our H, and our BT knobs. S stands for strength, BO stands for body, H stands for head, and BT stands for bad trip. That's what that stands for. You really don't want to touch this unless you want to just get some make it a little bit go crazy. So what do they do? The level is kind of weird. Now, it works kind of like a normal level, but if you have it really low, it kind of it gives it like this starved power sound where you're just barely hearing it come through, and it's just struggling to come through until you get to a certain point where it comes through clean, and then you push it up more and it starts to get, I guess, boosted / overdriven. Now, when we dial in the different what used to be the lows and highs, now it kind of adds in its own kind of weird tonal characteristics each. This one still kind of works as like a low boost, and you basically want this one almost all the way up because it gives a better sound, because this pedal's already really bad with the low end. But maybe I just like there to be a higher low end, so you might want to keep it lower. But anyways, when you do the head, now not only does it kind of raise the highs, it also raises in another type of distortion. Now this is supposed to be the distortion knob, but this raises its own distortion tone in there, because you don't really want to add highs to this pedal because they're just way overdone. So it's kind of like it gives you a distortion now a little bit. Now the bad trip is, it takes the distortion to the next level, kind of adds like this weirdness to it. Now, once you raise it past a certain point, it'll start generating this noise. It's always gonna be like zzz, or you'll hear a noise just like that constantly if you're not playing. Now, if you're playing over it, you're never gonna hear that noise. But once you stop for a second, let the clean signal go through, you're gonna hear that zzz, and that's gonna happen when you turn this up, and it's gonna get louder as you go. That's what we call it, bad trip, because you trip, but then too much and it's a bad trip. I don't know, it's kind of stupid. But yeah, this is the pothead, one of a kind, a little pedal. I was gonna put a little bit of green speckling on here, but for some reason I just can't find my green spray paint. I don't know where it's at, so I put this like lighter green little speckling on there, if you can see it, on top of the gold and the pink. So yeah, I'm gonna be shipping this out, but I'll let y'all hear a little bit of it, just a little bit. You gotta make sure the level knob, which is strength, is kind of up there a little bit, so it's equal when it's off and when it's on. Let's hear it. Oh yeah, and it does kind of have a white noise in the background that's always there, so you might need like a noise remover pedal, or just tweak it on your amp or whatever. But yeah, there's going to be a little bit of noise you might have to try to filter out or just deal with. I guess it's part of the character of it, but you couldn't get rid of it the way I did this pedal. So let's turn this up. Now we have our input signal coming in kind of low, so it's not going to distort automatically. But let's add in the body. Oh yeah, it's off. Oh my god, we're stupid. Notice how there's that noise? Now watch this. See how it already distorts if we have our input signal going in really hot. If we have our input level going in already hot, it adds a fuzziness to it. See if we already have it a little bit too hot. Just having it a little bit too hot at the beginning, but opens it up a lot when you do this. Now you might overdo it and go into crazy fuzz territory, so you might want to dial it back sometimes. Now listen how starved this sounds when it's really low. Wait. Turn up a little bit. Get this weird effect going. Let's slow down that speed so it's almost like a bass. Almost like a bass. Let's reverse that real quick. Reverse. Disgusting. Look at that. It's disgusting. It behaves weird. If you have like a level pedal going in before this thing, it can change it just in weird ways. So I recommend having a little volume knob pedal before going in this, just to affect it even more. Or maybe you can have a light boost or overdrive going into it first to change the character even more. It's all up to you. You can do whatever you want. Remember, if we dial this down before it stops, then we want to hear that screechy noise. See, no screechy noise, but now... Alright, that's good enough. But yeah, you still hear that background noise. There's gonna be noise with this pedal. That's feedback with my phone. But yeah, it's just the way it had to be done to get these weird effects out of this thing. Yeah, this is a one-of-a-kind pedal. Digitech pothead to never be recreated. So this will be the one and the only. So yeah, pretty cool. Hey, why? Well, I mean, I got those other pedals that are about to come out, but I'm gonna upload this one before I show you all those other pedals. So yeah, but stay tuned. There's some crazy pedals y'all about to see soon.